Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video will be seen and shared. Celine Driver once again, bringing you another unboxing and review of a watch that is not mine. This watch comes to me through my friend Kevin of the Wrong Time Watch YouTube channel. He started a subgroup inside the Random Rob Discord group of fellow YouTubers like myself and like Kevin and Rob and several other folks who are YouTube creators. Dare I say influencers? No. To get to review watches that are either in production or, in the case of this watch, about to be in production. And I'll explain that in a moment. This watch is from MMI, who have produced watches before, and this is their latest offering. Nice packaging. Now, this watch is a prototype, and so is the packaging technically. This watch, as I make this video towards the end of December of 2021, this watch is not quite in production yet. But this watch is a prototype, although I am told it is pretty much finalized, as is the packaging. But if somewhere along the line the packaging and the watch have changed subsequent to this video, then that's not my fault. So I have a nice outer sleeve with the MMI logo, kind of embossed in there in silver. Matches the inner, the box itself, which is a nice thick cardboard. Open her up, and we have now the foam there was what was used to pad the watch during shipping, so the bracelet didn't rub against itself. So just ignore that. Get rid of that nice bag. We have a very nice kind of suede leather watch roll, which is very nice, and I'm opening it up upside down, which is not a smart thing. Inside we have 3 pouches. This one's empty. This one has the warranty card, and MMI's stands for on there modernization, modification, innovation. Very nice. And, of course, that stuff would be filled out when you buy a watch. But the star of the show, inside the logoed pouch, is the MMI watch itself. And I like this watch, I got to admit. I liked it in the pictures. I was very excited to get to see the watch. And in the metal, this watch is much more interesting than even in the pictures. It is a diver, and as you can see, also a chronograph. Nice bezel action. It's a little stiff. That is probably owing to the newness of the watch. It does, however, line up very nicely. No slop in the mechanism. You have your chronograph pushers, unsigned, and in between a signed crown with the MMI logo. You have a very interesting, very busy dial. Now, I like a busy dial. Don't get me wrong. I do. You have multiple tracks in here. Let's see. I think it almost looks like you have a date complication in there. You can see it right there. I just noticed it. Well, no, I didn't just notice it, but it's obviously set wrong because I didn't bother to set it. But this inner track here goes from 1 to 31 around there, and that little orange sliver shows what date it is. And if you unscrew it, which it disengages with a very nice pop, you get to the first setting, and you can see the date sliver moves to set the date. And today is the... my God, I can't see. Anyway, and of course, the you have subdials. Now this is the running second subdial, and as you can see, it's ticking away, which means that this is a quartz watch. It does hack. The movement is hackable. You have chronograph hours and chronograph minutes. And of course, there's your chronograph second hand, that orange hand that's moving there. I'm going to leave that running for a while so we can get to see the subdial, a couple of the subdials do their thing. And the logo at the 3 o'clock position. So, and of course you have along the outside here, the very outside, above the calendar ring, you have a tachometer scale. So this is a chronograph with tachometer. It's a dive watch. You know, this is a do-it-all kind of piece here. Solid case back, very nicely engraved with the company logo and the usual bits and bobs of information. You have a steel strap, stainless steel strap with quick-release spring bars. You have a very, standard but very useful and well-known to us all double lock clasp. You have the pusher, the twin pusher buttons with the fold over as extra security. And I like the way that it fits flush. It has a little cutout there. It's still good enough, enough room for you to dig a fingernail in there. You have 5 micro adjusts. You have very good sized links that are secured with screws, although not a lot of them that are removable. You only have 3 on one side and 2 on the other. So that might limit, who can wear this a bit. Now the watch wasn't sized, and I just didn't really want to mess with a prototype. I didn't want to screw around with it, so I didn't size the watch. Also, it's the holidays, and it's been very busy around here, so I didn't play with the watch. As you can see, I got a lot of room on my 7 1/4 inch wrist, to go to size it up. But when you put it on, and I just hand tighten the watch, on the wrist shot, you can see the down the barrel shot, I have a lot of room to play with respect to the lug to lug. And on my 7 1/4 inch wrist, the diameter of the watch fits just fine. And I really, really like the way it does wear. Yeah, maybe I should have sized it, but like I said, I've been very busy here, and this watch does need to make the rounds quickly, so I just didn't really have time to wear it and still be able to review it. So if that detracts from the quality of this video, I do apologize, but 'tis the season, etc. And as you can see, the chronograph minute dial has moved. This one has, of course. I have to have it running for a full hour. You stop it with that's resetting it with that dial. It's start and stop with this dial. As you can see, it's a flyback, and it starts and stops without jumping the second hand, which is a big deal in the chronograph world. You don't want the second hand to jump when you restart it. And of course, we can screw that crown back down to get the full water resistance. It's really a very nice watch. Nice H pattern, O style bracelet, all stainless. Really nice watch. I have my multi sheet of facts here. it's multiple pages because I had to switch to a new notepad, and the notepad is smaller than the old one. So I tried to be brief with this stuff, but sometimes you write a little too much. Anyway, this is the MMI, what they call the turret, marine chronograph. This watch is a Kickstarter watch. MMI chose to introduce this watch on Kickstarter. This program was successfully funded. I was just checking here to see if these pushers were screw down or not. So they look like a typical screw down pusher, but they're not moving, so I'm going to say no. It was successfully funded on a Kickstarter, so anyone who already bought this watch on Kickstarter is going to get a watch. When, I'm not sure, but they're going to get a watch. Now, there are 5 different colorways available. This one, the gray on gray, or the gray dial with the black bezel. Well, not really a black bezel. It's really a dark gray bezel. This one is called the Nimitz, after the famous class of aircraft carriers in the United States Navy that are just only now beginning to be retired and replaced with the Gerald R. Ford class carriers that are now coming off the slipways. The model number for this one is TRC303. There will be 250 250 pieces of each colorway, except the Nimitz. The Nimitz, they only are going to make 28 watches, and they've already sold those out. Now, why they picked 28, I really couldn't tell. But there's only 28 of these, and they're all sold. But the other colorways are available still as of the time I'm making this watch, which was right around Christmas time. Making this video right around Christmas time, 2021. They're about done though, so you might want to jump on there. I'll leave a link to the Kickstarter program in the description. And if I can find the MMI website, I'll leave a link there too. It is a 40 millimeter case. Now I'm getting these measurements, except for the thickness, I got these measurements off the Kickstarter page. So these are the measurements provided by MMI. 40 millimeter case, 47 millimeter on the tip to tip, 22 millimeter lug. It is 14.5 millimeters thick. That's the measurement I took myself, to a domed sapphire crystal. The case and the bracelet are 316L stainless steel. You have a, you have a 120 click bezel. It's very vocal. It is a little stiff, but not terrible, and it does line up beautifully, as you can see. The insert is steel, in this case gray, very kind of a darker gray. It is a double domed sapphire crystal, not single dome, but a double dome. You can see the dome is quite prominent right there. It is 100 meter water resistant. Now, this purports to be a dive watch. It's got the look of the dive watch, but it is, after all, a chronograph. Chronographs generally don't, unless you're a Zelos hammerhead chronograph. But this one is not rated for depth quite to the level of the other offerings that MMI have offered in the past. And inside, it uses a Seiko VK67A mecha quartz. So you're going to get the quartz accuracy, but mechanical movement on the chronograph. Really a nice watch. It's very nicely. This is a prototype. I suspect the production watch is going to look just as good, maybe even a little better. Nice finishing on the case. It's a satin finish, but well done. It's very smooth. Coin edge bezel, which you all know I love coin edge bezel. It's my favorite kind. It's got good grip. I think, though, if you're wearing gloves or your hands were wet from swimming or diving, that might be a little slippery, but it shouldn't be that bad. Crown guards are very short, but a nice design feature on the watch. The pushers obviously act as a secondary crown guard, but if one of them gets knocked off, it's going to be kind of a heartbreak scenario for you, so you probably want to be careful with this watch. I like it. I do. It's sad that the Nimitz were sold out because I really like this colorway. I would consider buying one on my own, but these are all sold out. But the other colorways are also very interesting too. So, like I said, go check out the Kickstarter page or go check out their website and see what you like there. But the Kickstarter program is successfully funded. So if you are already one of those folks that went ahead and pledged, they're going to take your money and they're going to give you a watch eventually. So you are going to get one of these. So it's not like one of those Kickstarter programs where you get all excited and then all of a sudden it didn't fund and you're heartbroken. Ask me how I know. But I did end up getting that watch in the end. So shout out to the owner, the former owner of the Comet chronograph that sold me the prototype that I dearly, dearly loved. But anyway, that's it for this video. I definitely recommend you check this company out. They look like they're building some good pieces here. And if you found this video to be entertaining, useful, informative, and all that, please click that thumbs up button for me. That does help with the YouTube algorithms, and that helps to grow the channel. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you are going to troll me or you're going to leave links to bad places on the interwebs, I'm just going to delete the comment and I'm going to block you. If you're new to the channel, of course, I welcome you. Glad you found the place. Feel free to look around as much as you want. Watch as many videos as you want. All I ask, and I ask so little, is click the subscribe button at the bottom of the viewing window. And when you do, click that bell icon also. So when I upload new material, you will be alerted to that upload. And when I do live streams, which I do every Wednesday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and I try to do at other times during the week as time and opportunity avail themselves to me, you will be alerted to those live streams. Meanwhile, as I always say at the end of my videos, it is a crazy old world out there, and it is honestly not getting any better, folks. So I ask all my subscribers and viewers alike to please be careful, be safe, be well. I'll see you soon.